you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. Join us. Yeah. I want to tell you about my buddy John Malin. You know, he just reopened his Graveyard Shift Volume 2 campaign for a limited time with a brand new cover by smoking hot artist Andrew Huerta. Absolutely beautiful. This sold out last time. It's only going to be open for a month. Links in the description below. Don't miss out. Well, rise and shout, everyone. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver, 27-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan and trusted member of the media. I had a conversation with a friend the other day about this man right here, Robert Downey Jr., not to be confused with Morton Downey Jr. This is Iron Man right here. This is Tony Stark. And we're talking about how this guy is worth every penny that you could possibly pay him. This guy made the MCU. If he's not in a Marvel movie, I barely want to see it. This guy has charisma. This guy can do anything. And because of Iron Man, because of his role as Tony Stark, I believe this guy is destined to be, long term, a major box office draw and a modern day, what would we say, Cary Grant almost? I mean, this guy's a big movie star. So one would think, by saying that Robert Downey Jr. could do no wrong, but evidently we took a misstep here. We took a misstep in our movie that just came out this weekend, Dr. Doolittle. He's Dr. Doolittle now in the movies. Cinema goers in shock over climactic scene involving constipated dragon. So apparently people brought their kids to the movie theater to see Dr. Doolittle, to see Iron Man. You can trust Robert Downey Jr. He's Tony Stark. He wouldn't lead you astray. He wouldn't bring your kids to watch a dragon that cannot poop. Don't take your kids to see this movie. One viewer tweeted, Uh-oh. All right, so let's find out a little bit more about this. Cinema goers are walking out. They're walking out of Doolittle in shock thanks to a climactic scene which viewers can't quite believe made it into the film. Oh, believe it. Hollywood's a mess. The new release, which stars Robert Downey Jr. as a veterinarian who can talk to the animals, if I could talk to the animals, has been panned by critics who called it horrible. All right, that's just one guy's opinion. And a disastrous mess. Okay, that's all right. A disastrous mess. That's okay. Can't get much more clear than that. Unsurprisingly, the film, which costs $175 million to make, $175 million. You could pull so many third world nations out of poverty with $175 million. It's crazy. Is tanking at the U.S. box office. It's estimated to gross just $29 million its opening 4 days. All right, this movie's going to lose a ton of money. Now, why? Why is this happening? Those who have, past this ad here, those who have ventured out to see it, though, have been sharing details of an eyebrow-raising climactic scene. All right, so this is spoilers. If you're still planning on going to see Dr. Doolittle, check out now, because this is, the climax of Doolittle, you've been warned, is literally Robert Downey Jr. pulling a set of bagpipes out of a dragon's clogged a-hole. After which a polar bear, voiced by John Cena, exclaims, "Teamwork makes dreams work." All right, so yeah, we're pulling a bagpipe out of a dragon's bee-hole, out of its balloon knot, and then John Cena, he looks like a polar bear, and he says, "Teamwork makes dreams work." We got it, guys. I blame all of this on the furries. All right, so this is terrible. Imagine bringing your kid to this. Now, in case anyone was worried whether this tweeter was fabricating the moment, other viewers saw it too. He didn't just hallucinate it. Other viewers expressed their shock over the scene's inclusion on social media. Quote, "There's an actual scene where they encounter a dragon and they have to perform emergency surgery by going up its ass, and removing bagpipes," someone else wrote, with another adding, "What the fuck did I just watch?" All right, so I don't care if this is a spoiler. I'm sorry, this is another review. I don't care that this is a spoiler, but Doolittle ends with him pulling a lodged bagpipe out of a dragon's anus. This seriously happens. I'm not joking. Don't take your kids to see this movie. Don't take your kids to see this movie. All right, so there's a whole collection of tweets about this. Now, I will say this. Only Hollywood, which basically looks like this right now. Only Hollywood, if those are guys. I don't know if those are guys. I think they are. Only Hollywood could screw up Dr. Doolittle. Hollywood right now, and I've gone on rants about this so many times, Hollywood doesn't understand and doesn't know how to produce anything that is pure or wholesome. They will take anything that is pure. They think wholesome is stupid. They think families are all... They loathe the idea of families. They can't stand the idea of family films. They like the idea of subverting expectations of parents who bring their kids to films by just filling them with perverse, degenerate garbage like this. And you can't imagine Walt Disney would ever do this. Would Uncle Walt ever have a dragon that shoved a set of Scottish bagpipes up its rectum? And then, there's a whole sequence in which the animals all applaud as Dr. Doolittle removes them with his hands. I don't think Walt Disney would ever do that. And those movies that Walt Disney made back then are just as relevant as today as they were then. All right, so Ryan George, he says, I don't care. He says, I don't care that this is a spoiler. I need to share what I just witnessed because I feel like I'm going insane. The climax of Doolittle is literally him pulling bagpipes out of a dragon's clogged a-hole, after which a polar bear, voiced by John Cena, exclaims, "Teamwork makes dreams." That's actually a good slogan. But it is not my dream. And I don't think it's anyone else's dream to stick their hand up a mythical creature's back hole. I don't think that's anything that anybody wants to do. So it's not a dream. All right, that's not teamwork making dreams work. Look, while I was watching Doolittle today, I honestly thought to myself, I'd rather be watching Cats. That's actually saying something. Cats, of course, one of the biggest bombs, one of the biggest misfires in Hollywood history. And there we go. I mean, there's a scene in Doolittle, here it is again, where they pull a literal bagpipe. Not a figurative one, not a metaphoric one, not a hypothetical one, but a literal bagpipe out of a dragon's ass. And then it proceeds to fart for about 20 seconds into Robert Downey Jr.'s face. You see what I mean? This is the work of the furries in Hollywood. There's no way around that. Oh my God, we got to stop these people. Ricky Gervais, we need you. That's all you need to know about this train wreck of a movie. I mean, just pulling bagpipes out and then the dragon just... That was 10 seconds. Now double that, and that's 20 seconds. 10 plus 10 is 20. That's 20 seconds worth of, flatulence right in Robert Downey Jr.'s face. It's really disgusting. It's unwholesome. All right, Doolittle spoilers. In the final act, Doolittle gives a dragon a colonoscopy and pulls a pair of bagpipes out of its anus after it farts on him. I S-word you not. Okay, all right, so people are upset about this. The directors of Doolittle. All right, Robert Downey Jr., for this next scene, you're going to pretend to pull bagpipes out of a constipated dragon's asshole. What the f*** did I just watch? Well, I think you just watched the beginning of the end of Robert Downey Jr.'s career. Robert Downey Jr., get away from these weirdos. I can't even believe I'm going to say this. Get away from these weirdos. Go back to Disney. Go back to making Iron Man movies. And never, ever, ever do anything again. If you want to make another Charlie Chaplin film where you're Charlie Chaplin, that's okay. That's fine. But never, ever, ever, ever do this again. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, hit like. Leave me a comment in the comments below. What is going on? Why is everything degenerate? Why can't Hollywood make a film that's safe for children? On a related note, Epstein didn't kill himself. Thank you. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone.